It is one of the most important stories of our time. I'm talking about the J6 cover-up. Specifically, what role did the FBI play? The Capitol Police, the CIA, our own government? It appears to me they were in on much of it. A setup job to sink President Trump in any future run for the presidency. It is a story that is filled with government lies. And now we have more proof that deep state vipers will do anything to hold on to their unfettered power. Do you remember the two pipe bombs that were found outside the DNC and RNC headquarters? The pipe bomb were caught on tape there. It shut down the counting of the Electoral College votes. I always believed it was a phony deal. It was a concocted crime to incriminate MAGA Republicans falsely. Well, The Blaze, along with the Gateway Pundit, is reporting that the J6 pipe bomber could be a former Capitol Police officer, now turned CIA security officer. Her name, according to these outlets, is Shawnee Kerkhoff. Blaze investigative reporters claim to have concluded her identity, writing this in The Blaze, quote, a software algorithm that analyzes walking parameters, including flexion, knee bend, hip extension, speed, step length, cadence, and variance, rated Shawnee Ray Kerkhoff, 31 of Alexandria, Virginia, as a 94% match to the bomb suspect shown on video January 5th, 2021. The veteran analyst who ran the analysis for Blaze News said that based on visual observations the program can struggle with, he personally pegged the match at closer to 98%. Kerkhoff's name, as you can imagine, has since gone viral. So let me be clear. I never believed the bombs were real. You saw Secret Service walking around there. There was no real sense of urgency once they found the bombs. And here's what I don't think. I don't think Kerkhoff went rogue. I think this was part of her job. I think she was ordered to do it, but this is only my assessment.
Darren Beatty and I have uncovered the most information, evidence, shady circumstances related to the pipe bombers, both at the DNC and RNC. But what Darren always said is if you expose the truth about the pipe bombs, the entire January 6th narrative unravels.
All right, so that's Julie Kelly on with Steve Bannon. And you know Darren Beatty from this program has been a great friend of exposing a lot of the irregularities surrounding this, is now working inside the Department of Justice. That's a good thing. Then I saw this tweet from Congressman Thomas Massie, quote, America is waking up today to learn that the Capitol Police turned CIA orchestrated the pipe bombs on January 6th, and the FBI has covered it up for over 4 years. I questioned FBI Director Wray, ATF Director Dettelbach, and FBI Assistant Director over D.C., D'Antonio, under oath. All played dumb. No surprise there. So the question is, what will Kash Patel's FBI do about this new information? Well-known attorney Ed Martin said this on The Benny Show.
I talked to Bongino over the weekend, and he said, look, we are in this completely, and it's not off the radar. This is not something that anybody should think is out of the off of anybody. And Dan and I know each other for a long time. To hear him say it, I know exactly what he means. And so I'm confident that we're making progress.
Look, I'm personal friends with both Dan Bongino and Kash Patel, and I can promise you that if they have this information, they will investigate it. Both of them were committed to getting to the bottom of all of this.
Former Capitol Police Officer Shawnee Ray Kerkhoff has been identified as a forensic match to the elusive January 6th pipe bomber, exposing what many are calling the ultimate deep state cover-up. According to investigative reporting from Blaze Media, advanced gait analysis software produced a staggering 94 to 98% match between Kerkhoff's movements and the hooded suspect captured on surveillance footage planting explosive devices near the DNC and RNC headquarters on January 5, 2021. This former officer, who testified against January 6 defendants and now reportedly works in CIA security, embodies the corrupt networks that weaponized chaos to undermine Trump's America First agenda. This discovery shatters the narrative peddled by the mainstream media and Democrat-led committees that painted peaceful patriots as insurrectionists. The silence from legacy media outlets is deafening, fueling accusations that this was all part of a coordinated psyop to smear Trump and his millions of loyal voters. Sources close to the investigation highlight Kerkhoff's proximity to key events, including her role in the Capitol's civil disturbance unit on that fateful day, and early Google searches for her name in the D.C. area just days after the incident, suggesting insiders knew and buried the truth. Trump, who has repeatedly called January 6th a hoax orchestrated by the FBI and Pelosi's allies, now stands taller than ever as this evidence emerges amid his triumphant return to power. Patriots are urged to share this far and wide, bypassing the complicit press to ensure the real culprits face justice and prevent future setups against the MAGA movement. This wasn't a lone actor but a web of handlers and operatives inflicting psychological warfare on the American public, shattering lives and dividing the nation. With Kerkhoff's involvement thrust into the light, every connected individual, from FBI brass to Capitol insiders, must be exposed, indicted, and tried. Trump's vision of a secure, sovereign America demands nothing less, turning the tables on those who sought to destroy him and restoring faith in a government truly by and for the people. Follow a Newsmax.baby on Jonathan Gregory.
I think it is the biggest scandal of my lifetime. There is a major development in the January 6th pipe bomber investigation. Blaze News has the exclusive. Its lead suspect is at the highest levels of government. And Steve joins me now. How long have you been working on this story?
I've been pulling the threads on this for exactly 4 years.
If anybody ever wondered why they made such a big deal out of arresting Steve, this is why.
I was so shocked by what I saw, I immediately took it to a source in one of the most important, highest level investigative federal agencies in the country. And I said, you have to see this. After they looked at it for about 2 hours, the response that I got back was, holy F, she's one of us.
And when you find out the position, this now will implicate so many people at the highest levels. What's your confidence level in this story?
I can give you forensic estimates, the analysis of the hoodied bomber on the evening of November 5th compared to the gait analysis of this individual in private life and at work. The actual software hit at a 94% accuracy. Then human analysis from the experts in intelligence is much higher. They looked at it and went, my God, that's it. You've got it.
In a world not gone mad, this would be a best-selling book and a major blockbuster movie. When it all comes out, this is going to involve everybody. I mean, this is really bad. Really, really bad. This apparently just has to be done right because of national security, I'm gathering. Is that right?
That's correct.
And so they've got to take care of things they've got to take care of. Then the story will be released